Welcome to Invest. We talk about investing, finance, and professional development. As the current time of 7:03 p.m. on Eastern Time, Ethereum quoted $2,614, down about close to 3% so far. With respect to over crypto market, we're still sustaining the downward pressure throughout the whole entire Saturday so far. And as of around 6:45 p.m. on Eastern Time, with respect to Bitcoin, breaking below the resistance level, you could see that we recuperate back up a little bit, but that drives a drag effect across the entire market as Bitcoin reached below 35,000 for the first time in a while, since basically back in the day on January 23rd before the whole rally up, right? In respect to Ethereum, because of the drag effect, it also being dragged down to the next level, approximating around the $2,600, which technically is a levitation level. It's not a real level. And at the same time, with respect to inertia across the market for Ethereum, you can see that clearly we've been sliding off down at the 36 out of 70 at the moment. At the same time, we try to cross up, but subsequently cross down with this like a fork-like type of separation here. So what's going on with respect to the catalyst, right? Nothing really specifically, but it's because of the drag effects based on our observation on a technical perspective. As Bitcoin reach a lower level, the entire market subsequently get dragged down, right? You could see that it's more severely performed onto some altcoin as well, right? You could see that Ethereum Classic's down about 5%, and you could see that Luna as it broke below $75, which was the next leap down to 62.45, and the 52 to 45 levels, right? And you could see that clearly we are slowly sliding down right now. So let's just go through this one by one, shall we? So with respect, again, recording time of 7:05 p.m. on Eastern Time. Right now, the inertia for Ethereum is still kind of dipping down. There's no signs of rebounding yet, but we know that collectively we are very oversold at the moment at 37 out of 70. So selling around this level, that would be an emotional move, not a logical move. So I definitely do not advise doing that, and I would advise holding on if you have already bought in at a higher level of 2,750 or around like the 2,600-ish, right? I would not advise selling at this level right now. I think the rebound as the investors on the international side of the house start to wake up, as they are a day ahead of us right now. So technically, as we're shifting onto nighttime, the other side of the world is already beginning, right, onto the Mother's Day, I guess holiday affectation. Not that I'm saying anything, Mother's Day has anything to do with crypto, but that can either drive the needle one way or the other, or maybe people can potentially be buying crypto for their mother, or selling crypto for their mother in terms of taking profit so they can use that to maybe buy something else. I don't know. I'm just making a hypothetical assumption here. Again, nothing directly correlated because it's the Mother's Day, but I just know that there's a typical observation around people taking profit around holidays, around the weekend. But with respect to what's driving the sell-off, it's really because Bitcoin broke below the resistance level. So as it breaks, it has a drag effect across the board, right? Mother's Day doesn't really have anything correlated to why we're seeing the sell-off across the board, right? So something to be thinking about, right? In respect to Bitcoin, down about 2% at the moment. You can see that clearly we broke below the 34,796 at that point. At the same time, we're very toughly oversold, right? 34 out of 70 right now. Just consecutive red candles because all the fear mongering around recessionary fear ever since the FOMC meeting on the confirmatory signal from Jerome Powell, hiking the 25 basis point to 50 basis point. And with respect to also the chairman of the Bank of England, enforcing that it will be detrimental to our earning potential going forward. And at the same time, with respect to the fluctuations around the treasury yields as well, driving a lot of fear mongering, and also, with extra elements of fear being influenced by the media affectation front, driving more additional, retail investors to be selling, collectively. So it's just like, Wild Wild West out there. I guess very stormy, let's just put it that way. And with respect to Ethereum Classic, you can see that with the 2675 right now, down about 4.28%. 35 out of 70 at the moment. We are fusing together closely. So anywhere from current level down, I would say at the moment right now is a good dip for us to get in. Respect to Dogecoin down about 1.1%. Anywhere from basically current level down is still logical to DCA. But if you want to be very precise, I think 12 cents below is logical. Cardano, anywhere from basically current level down is logical to DCA at the 30 out of 70. Solana, anywhere from 85 to 75 from here, right? We are at the 78 right now. So as we break 75, ideally, potentially, you will go down all the way to 71, which is the next level of substantive dated all the way back in last year. Right now, the 32 out of 70 right now is a logical level to DCA. I would say so, based on the risk level. Respect to XRP, down about 4% at 69 to 57. We're clearly at 57 at the moment, at the 31 out of 70 right now. So it seems like across the board, with respect to the technical levels of resistance, has all came true so far. So, these are probably, if you want to compare to the past, I think these are relatively, logical times to DCA and not freak out right now, right? These are expected levels, right? Respect to Polkadot, it's down about 4.126%. Anywhere from basically current level down is logical DCA at the 30 out of 70 right now. Algorand's up about 7.82%. We're surging up to the next level. You can see that clearly we got canceled out at 75. Right now we are at the 75 level, but the signs of reversal is not really confirmed yet. It's still kind of leaping down, but we had that slight surge, subsequently gave everything back up because we hit a relatively large blockade. And the next level we need to get to will be somewhere around like the 93. So do we have a shot of doing that? I think so, because of the cross section that we have. At the same time, we are like not at the extreme overbought level. We are at the 55 out of 70 right now, right? So but would I be chasing in? I would probably not. I would be buying the other dips that I'm seeing that are a lot more promising, right? Respect to Shiba Inu, down about 4%, 1400, 900, right? You can see that we broke 2100 already. So that's just the technical speaking the truth. We are slowly gliding down to the next level, and we are right now hitting all the flat numbers, right? 1900, 1800, 1700, 1600, but the real level is 1400, right? Respect to MATIC, down about 2.4%. Anywhere from current level down is logical. You can see that clearly we broke below $1 for a brief second and subsequently got bought up. And that's because we were extremely oversold at the 29 out of 70 by that point, right? And then with respect to AVAX, down about 4% as well. 59 to 50 would be the frames of DCA. And then Luna, this is just technical speaking in truth, right? You can see clearly head and shoulder pattern that has been formed. At the same time, we're leaping down. You can see that clearly, again, right? This is not me making things up, right? 62 came in as a technical support level, and that's why people bought in and subsequently got bought up immediately, right? 62, 52 to 45 would be the respective levels, right? So it's a bearish day as we're shifting on to Mother's Day tomorrow, or it's Mother's Day already overseas. But it's a weekend affectation combined with the holidays, combined with just fear-mongering that we have cultivated basically the last whole week so far on driving the sell-off that we're seeing. But the drag effects that we're seeing in this last 1 to 2 hours so far is because Bitcoin broke below 35,000, which is a critical level on a technical front, onto driving the drag that we're seeing, right? But you could see that as we got submerged, we immediately got bought up, right? So I'll keep an eye out on what's gonna happen next, right, as the day progresses. But in the meantime, for the people overseas, have a great Mother's Day and have a great Sunday as well. I'll look out for the next one. Appreciate you. Take care. Bye.